Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Wherever you are, we are in Japan for the B League and the battle between Yokohama B-CORSAIRS and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Both of these teams coming into this contest sky high from last season, at least coming into this season, but have certainly had their difficulties and looking to get on a winning run to get into firmly playoff contention. Of course, there's a long way to go. We just had a break, but as you can see, both of these teams have some work to do. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS with the sensation of last season, the MVP, Yuki Kawamura. Certainly a team that had high expectations. They come in 6-8, and in the Central, and UTSUNOMIYA BREX doing much better, 11-3, and they are second best winning percentage in the East. And you can look at when these two teams play. Well, Kawamura was going at it, going hard. For Yokohama in their last game and putting up big numbers. And hoping to really kickstart it. You have to say that he had a very busy year, not only with this Yokohama team, but also playing with Japan, playing at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. He's young, he's fresh, but at the same time, it's a new experience, and he has to cope with the success. And no doubt about it, I mean, you look at his numbers, and he remains one of the elite players, and it'll be interesting to see if he can follow up his last performance by coming out and getting another MVP award. But we also have for the BREX Nation today, Nubil, who, again, a player that helps you in so many different ways. And as you look at his numbers, he too is a force to be reckoned with. 14.9 points, 5.3 rebounds, 4.1 assists. So that's across the board production for him. It's across the board production for Kawamura at 25.6 points, 5.7 assists, 2.2 rebounds. So for BREX today, well, look at their lineup and you look at their roster, and it is a good one. You go with Makoto Hiyajima, Kosuke Takeuchi, you've got Ikaruga, Nubil, Futu. Those will be the starters. And then you've got Yuta Tabuse, you've got Kaito Shike, who, well, maybe he won't play that much. You've also got Yusuke Endo at 5.9 points per game. Takashima, an important player in this team, 4.2 points per game. Watanabe at 3.3 points. Hironori Watanabe. And then you've also got Wataru Murakishi and Grant Jarrett, who obviously gets a lot of minutes at 23.5 a game, averaging 8.4 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. So we're just minutes away from the start of this one. And again, we are looking forward to what is going to be a very, very good basketball game. So Hiyajima for BREX has been a hero on so many occasions in his career, and this is the starting five, and you can see coming out, it is a good one. And it's one reason why this BREX team is confident they're going to make it back to the playoffs and challenge for the title with Hiyajima, Takeuchi, Ikaruga, with also with DJ Nubil and Isaac Fotu, the New Zealand international. and Coach Norio Sasa, the head coach. And for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, well, let's look at the team stats as well. Field goal shooting, a little bit better for BREX. Three-point shooting, considerably better for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Free throw shooting as well. And Coach Aoki knows there's no time like the present for his team to try to get on a roll or to get on a roll. Don't try, just do it. This is, again, a team that was a surprise package last season. I think that the jury is out whether or not they have come back down to earth this season or not. We watched Chiba Jets get whipped yesterday. Certainly, they seem to have come back down to earth a little bit. And for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS at 6-8, they're in the thick of things. But at some point, you do have to get on a roll. Split their last two with Hitachi Sunrockers. And now they've got today and tomorrow against Utsunomiya. And we'll look at, first of all, again, have another look at their roster. So Jared Utah, number 2, Chikara Tanaka, Nishino Kentomori, Matsuzaki, Koya Sudo, Edward Morris, and then we'll get the starting 5 that's going to come out. And here he is, the player that everybody comes to see, Yuki Kawamura. Yusei Sugiura, excuse me. Devin Oliver. Kai King, who I've been really impressed with in the games that I've seen him play this year. And the veteran Josh Scott. You pretty much know what you're going to get from Scott. A lot of rebounds, good physical presence out there. He can pass it well. And they are fired up and ready to go. So we'll go back to what we were talking about in terms of Yokohama B-CORSAIRS as we see Coach Aoki. And you look at the games, the schedule that they have coming up, and how easy is it going to be? Well, after BREX, they've got the Grouse, Toyama Grouse for a game, then Akita, Northern Happiness in a couple of games, then Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. That's definitely going to be a tough series. Effie Nagoya, Sagavi, Seahorses Mikawa, Toyama Gross is a couple with them, Shinshu Brave Warriors, Osaka, Shimane. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is there are going to be no easy games, and they've got to get it going, and they've got to win at every opportunity. Long season, but a lot of competition. And again, the players, Kai King, Devin Oliver, Josh Scott, Yuki Kawamura there on the left, along with Sugiura. And then you got DJ Newville, Iijima, Takeuchi, Ikaruga, and Otu on the right for Utsunomiya BREX. Well, hello everybody, and once again a warm welcome. We're here in the Yokohama International Pool Arena and getting it going, and UTSUNOMIYA BREX now with Yokohama having missed with their first opportunity to come out and miss with a long jumper. That was a good opportunity to get out on the break. Kai King not able to come up with the pass from Kawamura. Three-point look, and another miss, and another rebound for Yokohama. Oliver. Sugiura missing, air ball collected by Josh Scott. Oliver, Sugiura again, gets the contact and earns a trip to the line. So he's been aggressive here at the start of the game. Iijima picks up his first personal. Sugiura rattles in the first one. One more. And he gets it to go. So Yokohama on top here in the first minute. Another wide open look, and Iijima missing from the wing. Kai King takes it deep and missing, but again, I like the aggressive play of Kai King. Wanting to get involved early. And Yokohama perhaps trying to show they're not just a one or two-man team with Oliver and Kawamura offensively, trying to get others involved. So Ikaruga missing from the left corner. And again, the Corsairs. Kawamura wants to get in on the act. He misses from deep. Newville passes, give and go. You got to love those give and goes. Old school basketball for Newville. Basketball evolves, it changes. Yet some things, the more they change, the more they stay the same. I think that's the phrase I was looking for, the give and go. And this time the drive for Kai King, no good. Devin Oliver comes back and steals it from Takeuchi. Interesting that Takeuchi's in the starting lineup. Ball for an out of bounds. So BREX have had a kind of a stuttering start to the game, and Corsairs have had an opportunity to pad their lead. They haven't. They're tied at 2, and now BREX with a chance to go in front. So 2 from Newville, shaking and baking, and missing. Here comes Devin Oliver. Oh. Now the drive, over the shoulder pass. Ikaruga dumps it down low to Takeuchi. Back in his, oh, nice spin from the Japan International. It's good to see Takeuchi getting those minutes here early. Now Kawamura comes and misses from the elbow. Now Newville easily getting into the paint, powering his way up, missing, following up his missed shot, taking it back outside. There's Takeuchi. Rolling back the years, missing. And the whistle blows and a foul. Crashing the boards on Fotu, the New Zealand international. He was in Manila at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Of course, the World Cup was played in Okinawa, in Jakarta, Indonesia, and also in Manila. And then the final round was in Manila. We didn't see Japan make it there, but they won enough games to qualify for the World Cup. So we're going to see some of these guys at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Definitely Kawamura. Here he goes. Getting in, putting it up, and missing. They follow again, and well, they just can't buy a bucket right now. We're nearly 4.5 minutes into this one. Just 2 points for Yokohama. Newbill over to Fotu. Newbill, oh boy, gets met at the rim by Devin Oliver. Wow, looked like Newbill was going to walk right in there or kind of find his way to the rim, and he had another thing coming. Here goes Oliver picking up the loose ball. Kawamura steps into a three, misses badly again. Spinning, Fotu fouled by Oliver. And this is what happens sometimes. You just never know how a basketball game is going to go. And you get somebody like Kawamura coming out who's averaging more than 25 points per game. And Jarrett's going to come in for the BREX. And he just can't buy a bucket. Can't get it to drop. Hijima goes out. Fotu goes out. So Jarrett comes in. And also coming in for the BREX is Takashima. There's Jarrett. And right off the bench, Takashima doesn't mess around but misses. BREX not really setting the world on fire either with their start offensively. And Oliver misses. Scott gets it before it goes out of bounds, but saves it to Takashima. Takeuchi to the corner. That's the easiest three on the court. And Takashima shows you that. So he's now 1 of 2, and the BREX lead it 7-2. I wonder if Coach Aoki might be thinking about getting a timeout. Here's Kai King. He misses badly. Wow, they're not even close with their attempts. Ikaruga takes it deep. And I think the players are almost anticipating a timeout. Takashima fouls Kawamura because it's been such a poor start to the game for Yokohama. It almost feels like the players looking over the bench like, aren't you going to call a timeout? We need to push the reset button. Jared Utah checks into the game. Let's see if he brings some fresh impetus. Sometimes you just need somebody coming off the bench like Takashima did for BREX to make a shot. Well, Kawamura's going to put up another one, and he's going to miss another one. 0 for 4 from the floor for Kawamura. Takashima, now he misses. Nevertheless, it's a 9-2 lead here for UTSUNOMIYA. Wow, another miss coming off the bench. Sudo. Utah got a hand on it, deflected it, but BREX maintained control. Murakishi in the game, number 14. Now Jarrett backing his way up against Utah. Utah's tough to go up against, but Jarrett wins that battle, spinning into the lane. You see he has an ace bandage on his left shoulder. First of 2 games between these two teams, BREX and Yokohama. Kawamura steps to the left. Well, I'm just befuddled as to why Coach Aoki doesn't just call a timeout just to shake something up here. He's made some changes. Kintamori. So the captain comes in. And I think that's a good move. Get Mori in. Just give a different look. And also coming into the game is Kaito Shike. He's got the ball now, wearing the face mask. And Makoto Yajima missing it from deep. But the ball batted out to Jarrett. Fotu has it, entry pass to Jarrett. And a foul called. So Utah picks up his first personal. Hiyajima just gets in. He thought he was going to make the shot. He was trying to get an and one, and he got neither. That's a little embarrassing. An offensive foul, moving screen. So Sudo whistled for this foul. No, Utah, excuse me. So that's 2 on Utah. Well, this has to be 8 of the worst minutes the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS have played in the last 2 years. They have not been able to do anything. And I would like to say it's because of UTSUNOMIYA BREX, but really, I mean, it just is not looking good for this Yokohama team today for whatever reason. And Shike's looking over at the bench. 2 free throws awarded after the foul. And it just feels like it's going from bad to worse right now for this team. So Yokohama, it's not like the BREX are setting the world on fire themselves. They're only up 10. That's a break for Yokohama because that deficit could be much greater. But Shike can take it to 11 as well. But he does not. So what do you want? You got Kai King. Settle for the jumper and another miss. The shooting percentage is going to be woeful at the end of the first quarter. And meanwhile, BREX come out and hit another shot. Hiyajima gets the bucket. And finally, Aoki calls a timeout. Almost 9.5 minutes. Excuse me, almost 8.5 minutes into the game. Wow. 2 points. That is going to set alarm bells ringing here in Yokohama. Takashima, who had just come into the game, hits this 3. So nice start for him. Just no defense at all there. I mean, I don't know what Kawamura is thinking. Is he thinking he's going to get some help? Because he just dropped off of Ikaruga. So back to live action. Trying to play a little faster, and that does the trick. Kai King comes out, drives in. Well, that's another thing, you know, don't just settle for jump shots. When you're struggling, attack the basket. Well, good patient play, and Hijima drives in for another bucket for him. The 33-year-old plays like a 25-year-old, gets in and stretches the lead back to 12 points. Now, if I'm not settling for the jump shot. I'm driving. Scott with the pick. Utah, well, they're going to have to put it up now. Oh, they're going to get a terrible shot. And good defense for BREX. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the opening quarter. Hijima, way too much space. Fotu for three. And the rebound, and another look. And Jarrett from the baseline, and the block from Utah. That's how it finishes. Well, at least they get a defensive play at the end, but just 4 points scored by Yokohama B-CORSAIRS in the opening quarter. UTSUNOMIYA BREX on top, 16-4 at the end of one. Well, as you look at those highlights, and you can see that Hijima off to a nice start today. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's got 4 points, 2 of 7. We saw his makes, 2 of 4 inside the arc, 0 of 3 from deep. But a good start for his team because they're up, worryingly, for the home team. Just 1 of 16 from the floor. I mean, that is incredible. But, you know, just as easily here in the second quarter, they can go 15 of 16. So we'll see how things go. Jarrett backs his way down. Scott, Takeuchi, and they're battling away, and the ball will remain at this end.
This is the key. Defense. Defense.
And another three-point shot. It's good. So coming off the bench, Watanabe strokes it and piles on the misery here for Yokohama fans. Evan Morris also in the game, number 32 for Yokohama. Utah. He misses. Newville. Again, looking to turn the screw. Turns it over. Nope. Jarrett gets it, and can you believe it? And Yokohama just in a real mess right now. And Jarrett whistled for the foul. So Nishino will go to the line. Tanaka also checking into the game. Chikata Tanaka averages about 4.5 minutes per game. So Nishino in really a desperate situation here for Yokohama. I mean, they can't afford to fall any further behind here. Makes the first of 2 free throws. And Nishino makes the second. Well, it starts with defense. Even though they haven't done anything on offense, they've got to get it going on defense. They got to lock down now. They got to limit this BREX team to just 1 shot. And they did not. No box out at all. Grant Jarrett just goes in for the offensive rebound and putback. Mori back to Morris, gets in. Newville not able to chase it down before it goes out of bounds. Trying to argue that Yokohama hit the ball. That was Kaya King that just had the ball, had it knocked out of his hands by Jarrett. Nishino loses it out on the perimeter and then commits the foul. They can't dribble the ball carelessly in front of a player like Newville and not expect to have it taken away. Takeuchi whistling for the unsportsmanlike. So Kawamura comes back into the game. Now you see it so many times. I mean, if you don't come out with the right mindset and you're not playing with a lot of intensity, a lot of fire on both ends of the court, you're going to be in trouble, and that's what's happened to Yokohama. The BREX weren't really that great either, but they've at least woken up and hitting it from the free throw line. Another bucket for Watanabe. 25-6, 19 points the advantage. Chikara Tanaka missing. Kawamura collects the rebound. Bounce pass. And Nishino goes in for the layup. Newville loses it, and then he trips up Utah. And Nishino calling for the unsportsmanlike. But I don't think the refs are going to. They could look at it, though. Let's see what he does here. I would look at that. That almost looks like he kind of left his arm in there and got the trip. I think Newbill may have gotten away with one there. Well, Yokohama not making a big deal out of it. So first foul on Newbill. Nearly 3.5 minutes into the second quarter. Yokohama, B-CORSAIRS. Back's already against the wall. Turn it over. Wide open three for Newbill. Misses, but again, look at that. Long rebound to Newbill, and he throws it off of Nishino before it goes out of bounds. Shot clock down to 3. Ikaruga is going to have to launch it. He does. Scott has really got to take over down low, rebounding wise. Tanaka. This is another from deep. Well, they're 2 for 21. Sudo comes back into the game. 2 for 21 from the floor. Iajima back in, hands it off to Ikaruga. Here's Iajima, and he's fouled by Sudo. That's a good call. Well, three-point shot, no good, but look at that. Another rebound and another putback for Jarrett. And I tell you what, this is just woeful for Yokohama. Can't be giving this team second and third chances. Their second chance points today. They've got 7 of their 27 points now after that. And finally, Yuki Kawamura gets a layup. So that's his first bucket of the game. It came 15 minutes into the contest. Jarrett in the paint. Utah finally gets a defensive rebound for Yokohama. Here's Kawamura again, and another bucket. And interestingly, with Kawamura scoring on back-to-back possessions, Coach Sasa decides to call a timeout. He doesn't want Yuki time to all of a sudden bring the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS right back into it before halftime. Here he is. This is why he's so special. He can put it on the deck, get past players, score with his left hand, score with his right hand. His jumper's not falling today, so this is the part of the game I would just take away from him. I'm surprised at BREX. I'm pretty sure that's what Coach Norio Sasa is saying. He's like, listen, he hasn't hit a shot all day from outside, so don't all of a sudden just lay off of him and let him drive into the lane.
まもなく試合再開宇都宮ボールからです。さあ皆さんでやりましょう。 Let's go Defense Defense.
Okay, so the first spell of good play from Yokohama leads to a timeout. Let's see how things change here for BREX, if they do anything differently. Yojima. Sudo out on the perimeter, guarding. And a charge. Offensive foul, rather, on Fotu. Yeah, moving screen. So he's going to go out. I mean, if the Corsairs, if Yokohama can get this deficit into single digits by halftime, they would be very happy. But this time, he had his path to the basket cut off, and now Oliver comes out and fouls. Fouls Ikaruga. So 3-point play coming, and that moment of hope all of a sudden turns to a moment of despair as the lead goes back to 17. So now another timeout.
さすが宇都宮ブレックス、強力な選手がたくさんいる中で前半少しビハインドをしていますが、少しずつ風向きが変わってきたんじゃないでしょうか。皆さんもそう思いますよね。さあ残り3分58秒、噛みついていきましょう。さあタイムアウトが終了したら、まずはフリースローワンショット、宇都宮のフリースローなので皆さんブースターディフェンスお願いしますよ。 Alright、 それでは間もなく試合再開。 1、2、3、GO! Pico!
So the Karamura Buckets got the deficit down to 15, and then they had the ball, but he missed on a drive or was denied, and BREX raced to the other end to stretch the lead. So here's Karamura again, trying to get it back to 15. Oliver tried to feed it to Scott. He turned it over. Yojima. Newville. He passes, and Ikaruga scores. And they just look sharper, don't they? I mean, they have took them just a little bit of time to get into the game, but right now, I mean, they are just dominating. Sudo from deep. Well, finally, the jump shot falls. You had to wonder if that was ever going to happen, and the 26-year-old Sudo gets it back to a 16-point deficit. And Nishino with the foul on the perimeter. Here's Nishino's three, and he makes it with the hand in his face. So the reach and the foul called on Sugiura. And that is just a painful, painful foul. Struggling. You're down 16. You just get a three. You want to get a run. And then you foul a guy a long way from the basket, a good shooter. And he goes to the free throw line. And fortunately for Yokohama, Hiyajima misses.
One more time. Who's the defense?
So he splits the two and is back to a 17-point lead. Still time to get this lead down to 10 or into single digits. Oliver, even he's had a tough go today. He's usually pretty dominant. Here he goes. Passes back outside. Another three for Sudo. Oliver chasing, but not able to get to the basketball fast enough. And he, looked like a walk. Scott finally with a rebound. Here's Kawamura on the break. Newbill with the spin, passes to the corner. Hiyajima. Boy, look at Takeuchi getting it there and getting the rebound. He's looked good today, hasn't he, Takeuchi? Good defense. That time, though, he threw it away. Nishino got the hands. Oh, nice passing. Look at that. Oh, great hustle back to get the block. Boy, Yokohama. Jarrett, look at this. The flick, and then Oliver. And Jarrett with a sensational play. Well, I'd like to see it again. Was it going down? Because Oliver was saying that should be a bucket if it was over the rim and on the way down.
Let's go.
That would be goal interference. But Jarrett certainly looked like he made a good play on it. That's probably one of the plays of the game. Jarrett's really played well today. So once again, the lead goes back to 19. Sudo to Scott. And a foul called. Well, it has been tough sledding for Yokohama. They have really struggled. Second foul called on Jarrett. And Scott will go to the line. So we got a timeout. 1:22 remaining in this first half. And it's all Utsunomiya BREX right now. Well, they're going to do it again tomorrow. And BREX have to be thinking right now they're going to get a sweep the way this game has gone. Scott misses the free throw. It just goes from bad to worse. For Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, 6-8. Before this game, he makes one of two. Scott. And now Newbill has it. Dribbles right. They just look sharper, don't they? Driving in, and good defense by Scott. And the whistle blows and the foul. Looked like Endo was going to get the layup, but Scott was having none of it. So Kawamura going to the line. My goodness. Feels like it's become mental right now, collectively, for this Yokohama team. Yuki Kawamura makes one of two. Just have to keep playing hard, and you hope that things are going to change. Maybe you hope that BREX will take their foot off the pedal, lose their concentration, allow you to go on a run. Fotu gets it, but they look pretty good right now. Nice. Boy, Newbill pulling all the strings. Fotu benefiting with the bucket, and the lead back to 19. Kawamura missing it from deep. And this crowd, other than the supporters for BREX, they are stunned. Their team has just not come out ready today. Just 17 points in the first half. Newbill, wow, takes it up to a 22-point lead. Oliver, shaking and baking. He misses. One shot and out. That has to be the worst 20 minutes of basketball for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS in recent memory, maybe of all time. They could not get anything going. UTSUNOMIYA BREX lead at 39-17 over Yokohama at halftime. Well, it has been one-way traffic here today in Yokohama. It's been all UTSUNOMIYA BREX as they open up a 22-point lead at halftime. Here's some of the highlights. Takashima coming off the bench, stroking it from deep. Ikaruga driving and scoring easily in the paint. He's got 8 points, leading his team in scoring, in fact. Kai King got the early bucket. Iijima, 2 of his 5 points. Newbill, probably the best player on the court. He's got 7 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Jarrett's been very effective today, coming off the bench. 6 points, 5 of his 8 rebounds on the offensive glass. Also has a block. Yuki Kawamura scoring there. But that's it. There's 2 layups, and he made a free throw. He's got 5 points. That was the big one there because he had made 2. They called the timeout. He tried to score again, and then Ikaruga was able to get out on the break and score, and he missed the free throw, but that was kind of a momentum-changing play, and it put BREX right back in the driver's seat, although Sudo did come out and knock down a 3-pointer. But that was Newbill again, getting it to Fotu, and that's an alarming score line up at the top, 39-17, and just 4-15 inside the arc for Yokohama. Look at that. They've taken just as many shots from deep and made one. Just 1 3-pointer, that pseudo 3. 6 of 8 at the line. And, you know, you're getting out-rebounded 33-18, so good things usually don't happen when you're being pounded on the boards like that. They've given away 9 offensive rebounds to UTSUNOMIYA BREX. 26 points in the paints for BREX. 15 points coming off the bench. And right now enjoying their biggest lead of the game. Scored 5 points off turnovers. No points off turnovers have been scored by Yokohama. But the rebounding is alarming. And the shooting has just been woeful. And, well, still 20 minutes to go for Kawamura. But you look at the head-to-head, and Newbill's winning that one easily. His all-around production today has been terrific. So, in fact, I think he's got 9 rebounds. And Kawamura has 3. Kawamura just shooting just 20% from the floor. 37.5% for Newbill. Seems like he's shooting it better than that. And you have to say it's been a pleasant surprise as well, the play of Takeuchi today. He's in the starting lineup. He has 7 rebounds and a couple of assists to go with his 2 points. He's, attempted 2 shots from the floor. He scored well once, backing his man down. And it didn't seem like he got that many opportunities last season for BREX. They really need Oliver to play well. They really need this man, number 15, to get it done with Kawamura. They need Utah to come out and play well. He was anonymous in that first half as well. So the second half action is underway. Kawamura takes the inbounds pass. And it probably doesn't help Kawamura that Newbill is guarding him. Here's Kawamura. Fotu takes it and scores, and the lead goes to 24 points. King back to Oliver. Oliver looking for a foul, nothing called. Not getting any joy, is he? So no foul called. Oliver, more frustration for him in Yokohama. Ikaruga hands it off to Hiyajima. Left wide open. Fortunately, they miss. For Yokohama, fortunately. Here's Oliver again. Drives in and scores. That is the first 2 points of the game for Oliver. That is incredible. Hiyajima, another layup. Seven from Makoto Hiyajima. They're spreading the court right now. Oliver's on the wing. Kawamura, another 3 attempt, another miss. Well, you can't make all your shots all the time. And it's been a bad day shooting for Kawamura. He needs to go inside. There he goes. Spins, gets away. Pass to the corner. And another miss. Sugiura wide open. Newbill. I mean, pretty soon, you look at Newbill driving in, getting rejected by Scott. Pretty soon, as the foul is made at midcourt, pretty soon, Sasa's going to be able to take his starters out and rest them for the next game tomorrow. Here's Kai King from the elbow. Boy, it's just, the well is dry. It doesn't matter how many times they go down and put it up. It is just not dropping. Over the shoulder pass. Another bucket for Newbill, 45-19. My goodness. What a whipping. Oliver is in, and they're going to call the charge. Looked for a second there that he was going to give the blocking signal, but instead he calls the charge. 3 fouls on Oliver. He goes out. And that leads to the reintroduction of Utah. So it's just not happening today. I mean, they're down 31 points.
Raise the sail.
What am I talking about? 26-point deficit. Anyway, still pretty bad. Gotta go back to elementary school and do my subtractions. Here is Utah for three. And Hijima with a long rebound. And it goes. The block from Utah. And now a chance in the open floor. Kawamura gets it to Scott. Back outside, Kai King. Takeuchi blocks him. Kawamura goes up. I think that was a pass. And Scott will go to the line. Well, they would really love Scott to be winning these battles. He gets the foul called on Takeuchi there, but I've never seen Takeuchi look so imposing defensively, and he's seems like he's kind of turned over a new leaf here. Scott misses the free throw, and it is just misery for Yokohama. So they finally get to 25-point deficit. BREX don't need to be in any rush. Jarrett comes in, so that doesn't make anything easier. Good size on that front line right now with Jarrett and Takeuchi. Here's Newbill. Jarrett from the left corner. And the long rebound. They're just getting drilled on the boards today. Can't give a team like BREX second and third opportunities. They're going to beat you, and they do that time as well. 47-20. Newbill, 11 points. Utah. Jarrett, another three, 50-20. Now the lead is 30. Yokohama just 6 of 39 from the floor. Kawamura 2 of 13. He's having the toughest time of all, but also Oliver just 1 of 8. Kai King just 1 of 5. And Aoki trying to fire up his team. Jarrett, 9 points, 9 rebounds. He's going to get a double-double. Be interesting to see what Newbill finishes with. So he's got 11 points, he's got 8 rebounds, and he's got 4 assists. I'm guessing, also has 2 blocks, I'm guessing he is not going to get a triple-double, but he won't be that far off. Depends how long he plays as well. They might sit him down. Josh Scott missing. being rejected. Newbill going up against Kawamura. Passes. Give him an assist. Takashima, another three. And Newbill picks up his 5th assist. Well, who knows? Maybe he will get a triple-double. I like how Newbill's playing. I mean, he's not just doing it all himself. He's getting everybody involved. There's the pass. Wide open look. Kai King. Newbill, nobody picks him up. Right down the lane. Throws it down. Perhaps BREX sending out a message today. Leading by 35 points. Kawamura, Pseudo. Another just awful result. Nakashima. What about that? 57-20. I mean, this has to be the biggest beatdown of any team this season. Chiba Jets really got hammered yesterday by Shimane, but this is taking it to a different level. There's Kai King. Oh, thank you. Still, it's not good. 34-point deficit. Two free throws awarded for Takashima, who's impressed today. I like him. Takashima only came in averaging 4.2 points. He's got 6. He's going to the line. Newbill is going to sit down. I think this guy's crying out for more playing time. Well, he averages just over 14 minutes per game. Only makes 1 of 2, so he's got 7. 8 points. That's right. Anyway, here goes Yokohama just trying to get anything going. Oh, well, Lady Luck smiles. So Jarrett, going for the rebound, accidentally knocks it in the basket. And that's the type of game it's been. They've required BREX to come up and score for them. Here is the pass. Good play, Kai King and Josh Scott on the break. Points to deficit. Endo. Making it look easy. 11 points for Grant Jarrett. Pseudo. Buries it. Now it's a 30-point game. Well, 10 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Oh, look at this. And the steal. And Kawamura takes the bump. And he's got a chance for a 3-point play. Shike, I'm still not quaking in my boots right now if I am UTSUNOMIYA BREX, but at least Yokohama B-CORSAIRS coming up and making a couple of plays. And Kawamura maintained his concentration. Takes the hit, goes to the line. Now he has to make the free throw to complete the 3-point play. this time he does make it. So now back to a 27-point deficit. I mean, you want to, no matter what happens, you want to get this deficit down under 20 points. Just to get a little bit of respect back. Oh, that was not a good shot by Watanabe early in the shot clock. Well, I guess maybe they're going 2 for 1, so if they can get a stop here, they'll go down. And Kawamura trying to get it going, and Scott fouled as he goes up for the rebound. So the foul called on Endo, and now the question is, will they hold it for one shot? I think they need to take the best shot that they get here. Don't let the clock wind down. Trying to get a good shot. There you go. Take it. Nice play. Kawamura back to a 25-point deficit. And that's how it's going to finish. So a little bit of a rally right at the end by Yokohama, and ended up being outscored 21-18 in the quarter. They're down 25. You're not going to get it all back at once, but at least if you can just play hard, try to take 5 points off the deficit in the first couple minutes, get it down to 20, make a run, maybe put some pressure on, maybe force some turnovers. I think we'll probably end up seeing Newbill come back into the game. Well, no panic over there on the BREX bench. They're leading by 25 points as we start the fourth quarter here, but a little bit of a recovery for Yokohama. And Kawamura is going to catch his breath. Jarrett with a pump fake and misses the layup. Well, that'll help. Utah. Boy. More in the game. Here's Utah for 3. Utah also has had a nightmare today. 0 for 4 from the floor, all from 3-point range. Banking it in. I'm not sure the bank was supposed to be open, but it was. And Endo gets the 3. They're going to look and see if he was behind the line. They want to see if he's behind the line. That's very close. You need to really home in on that. They're going to look and see if his foot is across the line. It's close. Yeah, the woman behind the referees, I think, she's going to end up making the call.
Go, go, B-CORSAIRS! Go, go, B-CORSAIRS! Moto. Go, go, B-CORSAIRS!
I think Aoki has to be tempted
Go, B-CORSAIRS!
to get Kawamura back in the game immediately because they had their run. They got down to 25. But I guess he also has to be mindful that they have a game tomorrow as well. So he needs to have a little bit of a time management. Okay, so they give him the three-pointer. He's quite a personality, isn't he? Yusuke Endo. So he's got his first 3 points of the game. And it's back to a 28-point lead for BREX. Kento Mori, how long is he going to stay in the game? How long will Kawamura stay on the bench? Here's Utah. Steps inside and misses. Hasn't made a shot today. Ikaruga almost having it taken away by Sudo. There's Endo, and Endo scores again. I think we're going to see Kawasaki come right back into the game after this timeout. I think that's why he's called it. Because the lead has gone back to 30. Here's Fotu. I don't understand why we had the double team for Fotu there. But anyway. Newbill with 13 points, Jared 11, Takashima 9, Ikaruga 8, and Hijima 7 for BREX. Kawamura, I thought he had 12 points. Sudo 6, Scott 6. Okay, so he did have 12 at one point, but now they've removed it from the official scoring, so he's got 10 points, Kawamura. 5 for Kai King. And Utah, one of your best players, hasn't scored. He's 0-5. He does have 8 rebounds and 1 assist. Okay, Kawamura does not come back into the game, so I'm a little bit surprised by that. Here's Oliver, though. He comes in. Sudo. Oliver. Steps back. And makes the 3. He's just too good not to have more of a contribution in this game. He's got 5 points. Good hands on defense. Jarrett picks up the loose ball. Jarrett gets into the paint, scores, and he's going to the line for a 3-point play. It looked like pretty good defense from Matsuzaki on Jarrett, and he was still able to score. Look at this. What else can Matsuzaki do? Yuta Tobuse, the legend, comes into the game. for BREX. The BREX fans in the house getting to see the man had a spell in the NBA. One of the all-time most popular players near the end of his career. Jarrett does not complete the three-point play, but look at that offensive rebound off the miss. And fortunately for Yokohama, they finally get the rebound. And Tabuse reaches in and calls for the foul. 43 years of age now, Yuta Tabuse. He was the first Japanese-born player to appear in an NBA game. You might remember. There he is, driving in, and Kenta Mori with his first bucket, or in a long time. Kenta Mori. That's his first bucket of the game. Oh boy, Endo just making it look easy. Getting the easy break, taking the lead back to 29. They can't trade buckets. Oliver fouled. Tabuse's fame actually grew when he was in high school. And he led his school to 3 straight national championships. And was so popular that he was called the Michael Jordan of Japan. So that's quite a quite a nickname. There is three-point shot, Sudo. That's good. No, he's knocked down. That's his third three of the game, Sudo. 26 points, the difference. Jarrett takes it deep. Well, Jarrett has just been impressive today. Very impressive. And that bodes well for BREX. They need him to be this good if they're going to win the title. He's got 15 points now, 10 rebounds, and timeout called by Yokohama. Interestingly, Tabuse was born in Yokohama as well. So that probably is why you also heard some cheers when he came into the game. There's Tabuse. So when he left Toyota Alvark, remember he played college basketball at Brigham Young University, Hawaii. And that's in the Pacific West Conference. And then he came back to Japan. He played for Toyota Alvark, won the Rookie of the Year award for 2002, 2003. And then he left Toyota Alvark in 2003 and played in the NBA Summer League, played 6 games in the Rocky Mountain Review for Dallas. And he joined the Nuggets training camp, but was waived. And he played for the Long Beach Jam in America. And then he joined the Phoenix Suns. And he did actually play November 3rd, 2004 in an NBA game. So, that is Yuta Tabuse. So, Devin Oliver drills the long jump shot, 71-45. And now almost turnover. BREX get it. Tabuse, crowd wanting him to shoot it. It's going to be Newbill instead. fact, I'm wondering with Kawamura, let me just double check something here. So he was born in 2001, so he would have been three years old when Tabuse made it in the NBA. Well, he didn't make it in the NBA, but when he played an NBA game, he was way soon after. But anyway, he's done something that not a lot of people get to do. Obviously, you've got Watanabe and Hachimura in the NBA now from Japan. And the whistle blows and the foul has been called. Murakishi gets the foul. Young man. Boy, Utah is having one of those games where he just can't get anything to go in. If he's not going to make this shot, look at that. He's not going to make anything. Utah still has yet to score. Fotu thought about making the pass to Tabuse, but he wasn't open. And Hiyajima, look at that. Only a scorer can make that kind of play. I think even the Yokohama fans appreciated the skill of Hiyajima with that jumper. Utah. Oliver going to work on Hiyajima. Kentamori for three, and he misses. Well, I think it's, I think there's no way back, really, and I'm guessing we're not going to see Kawamura again. They're going to save him up for tomorrow. Coach Aoki, he knows coming back. What he wants to do now is just see some good play, see some improved play. Feels like, oh, that was nice. Nice shot from number 24, Matsuzaki, 23-year-old. It's back to a 25-point deficit. I think the coach just needs to see some execution, some good play, try to get the feel-good factor back. Kind of wonder what he's going to say after the game in the locker room to these guys. Sometimes they have a bad game. You know, you don't always want to give them the hairdryer treatment. You want to assess, because sometimes if you get on your players too hard, you're going to hurt their confidence. But we'll see what he does. But anyway, Hiyajima making that shot over Devin Oliver. Devin Oliver, I think, appreciated that. And that was Matsuzaki getting his first bucket of the game. So back to live action here, 4:15 remaining, and UTSUNOMIYA BREX putting the finishing touches on their blowout win. And Takeuchi called for a moving screen. So sends Tanaka down to the ground. Yeah, I think so. And when you're up 25, you don't want to be arguing. Just take it. But you know, if Takeuchi, we're talking about Jarrett and Takeuchi, and if those two players can aid Fotu in that low post, you know, this BREX team is going to have possibilities. They've got to play well this year. Hey, how about Tanaka? Wow. Well, Ikaruga's been terrific today. The best thing that could happen in a game like this is for Matsuzaki and Tanaka to get some confidence. So Matsuzaki knocks down the 3. That's his second. He's 2 of 4 from deep. Down to a 22-point deficit. Well, Oliver doesn't come over and even challenge the shot there, surprisingly, but like I said, Morris didn't really defend too well. Look at this. Just goes right around Morris. And I guess Oliver decided not to go for the block because he didn't want to foul and put him on the line. Yajima whistle for the foul. He goes out. And Tanaka, who made that nice shot just a second ago, misses the free throw. His free throw motion doesn't look right. It looks like he almost kind of rushes it and pushes it a little bit. Oh boy, beautiful drive. Takashima has been terrific. 11 points. Really impressed by his play today. Tanaka holding on to it too long. That leads to a break. Oh, nice over the shoulder pass, and Fotu drives in. All the credit for Shike. Fotu looks it over at the guard, says, "Thank you very much indeed." Fotu with 10 rebounds to go with his 6 points. That was Nishino that missed that one. Okay, pump fake. Fotu thought about it. Takashima back to Fotu. And the tall black has his attempt rim out. And that time the pass from intended to get out to the corner from Nishino. Intercepted, and look who goes the other way, Takashima. Well, they're starting to look a little bit better, but now a few possessions, the bad play has returned. .30 seconds remaining. And another three-pointer. This one for BREX's Watanabe. 8 points, and the lead goes to 86-53, and that's probably just about right. I don't think we're going to see them go down and try to score again. So he will just hold on to it, and the blowout is complete for Utsunomiya BREX. I don't think it's what these Yokohama fans wanted, expected, hoped for. I don't think they feared it, but it happened. Utsunomiya BREX in the first quarter just took command, and they rolled to an 86-53 win, led by that man right there, Newbill. DJ Newbill, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, played 27 minutes. And now the job, you learn from your defeat, but you also put it behind you and you get ready for tomorrow if you're Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. But meanwhile, if you're BREX, you've won for the 12th time this season. You're looking as good as ever. And for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, they've got a lot of work to do. I mean, they've dropped now to 6-9. And if they're gonna make a return to the playoffs, they really need to flip the switch. Start playing better. See Hijima there, he had 11 points. Takeuchi was really good, led him with 10 rebounds. No, excuse me, Fotu had 11 rebounds. 10 rebounds for Takeuchi. And Jarrett, 10 rebounds as well. Those three guys really did the work on the boards. Jarrett was terrific, 15 points, 10 rebounds. I think it was Newbill and Jarrett and Ikaruga that were the key men today. They were outstanding for Utsunomiya. So you see tomorrow's game, it'll be at 2:05 local time here in Yokohama after today's 86-53 win for Utsunomiya BREX. You would hope if you're a fan of Yokohama that the players would take this personally and come out breathing fire tomorrow. Because they're going to owe their team a good performance. They're going to owe their fans a good performance. Look at that baby. Adorable. Already a fan. Love it. There's a NASA fan. Honorio Sasa, excuse me. Well, for viewers, there's going to be a B.LEAGUE live stream game on YouTube and Facebook at 3 p.m. Japan time tomorrow. So be sure to tune in for that. Here's Coach Sasa. Well, Coach Sasso saying that they had a lot of wide open threes, but couldn't score much, but nevertheless still played well. They made some mistakes at first, but the players that did well lost twice against Yokohama last year, so they want to come out and play well. And also they want to do the same tomorrow, come out and play hard, play well. They've had some injured players, but the team overall has played well. So here's Takeuchi. Let's hear what he has to say. So Takeuchi is saying Takeuchi was asked, you've had a season high 28 minutes today, and you got a season high 10 rebounds. How does that make you feel? And Takeuchi says, well, I'm always proud of his rebounding ability, and he's glad to perform well and also play solid defense. He was also asked about the atmosphere, and his answer was Yokohama is not an easy place to play, so we're glad to get the win. And of course, perhaps getting more minutes with no Gavin Edwards today. So for me, Takeuchi needs to play in this team. He needs to get good minutes like he did today, because he's not necessarily for his scoring, but for everything else he does. He only averages 7.5 minutes, but he got a lot of minutes today, 28-16. So Takeuchi also said to the BREX supporters, thanks for backing us, for supporting us in the stadium, or for watching us on TV, and we're going to see you again tomorrow. So here is a look back at the highlights from this, what can only be described as a beatdown. I mean, it was a mauling, and it was DJ Newbill leading the way. What you're probably not going to see are a lot of misses from Yokohama, and there were many in this game. They shot just 28% from the floor, 19 of 66 overall. They ended up making 7 3-pointers, but from 35 attempts, and it was so bad for them that Kawamura was 0 for 9 from 3-point range. The only guys that came out with any respect from deep were Matsuzaki, who came on late and hit a couple of 3-pointers, and Sudo, who was 3 of 6. You also had Oliver hit one of his 2, and Kai King, who was 1 of 3. But Sugiura, 0 for 3. Kawamura, 0 for 9. and Kenta Mori 0 for 2. So that is a combined 0 for 14 for those guys. And if you put in Tanaka as well, 0 for, and Utah, I mean, Utah was 0 of 4. So, including Tanaka, that's 0 of 19 from three-point range. And I think what you see also with this man is, you know, he raised the bar of expectations last season. Now, he is scoring a lot of points this season, even though he didn't score a lot today. He only scored 10 today, but he came in averaging 25 points per game. But he is getting the attention of defenses, making it a little bit harder for him. And if his three-point shot is not falling, he needs to drive to the basket and either, you know, score or dish. He only had 3 assists today. Kawamura. It just can't all be him. And I think sometimes maybe he feels like he has to carry his team. Other guys are going to have to step up. For BREX, it's a much better situation. Obviously, you know, DJ Newbill, very impressed by how well he approached things today, getting his teammates involved. In fact, from an assist standpoint, his 5 assists were a team high. And he also had 8 rebounds and 13 points. And just a lot more options, it feels like, in that BREX team for offense. That was a nice no-look over-the-shoulder pass from Ikaruga. He had 10 points, a couple of assists. That man right there was really good. Grant Jarrett, 15 points, 10 rebounds. Newbill getting 2 of his 13. I mean, Newbill averages 14.9, but if he had stayed on the court and played more today, he could have easily gone for 25. Kai King hitting that 3. They had that one little spurt, Yokohama, where they looked like they might have a chance, and this was it. Getting the fast break with Scott, and then Kawamura getting the steal. But then the timeout was called, and they were stopped on their next possession. Well, Scott scoring there. Could be confusing that actually with a run in the first half. But anyway, here is Indo. Good passing of the basketball. Oliver will be frustrated that he didn't get a block on that one. Sudo, again, one of the guys that came out with some pluses today for his scoring. And Matsuzaki perhaps crying out for more minutes. Looks like he's got a good shot. Tanaka. Look at this. Nobody comes over to help. And then you have Watanabe making that shot, and you just know that everything is working for Utsunomiya BREX today. Well, if you're Utah, if you want to come out and really raise your game tomorrow and play better, he's got to contribute more. Did not even score today. Those are the numbers. So you look down at the bottom, bench points, 44 for Utsunomiya BREX, 23 for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, 12 fast break points, 8 fast break points for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, 12 for Utsunomiya BREX. 9 second chance points for BREX. 6 second chance points for Yokohama. Jarrett ended up leading all scores with 15 points, 11 for Isaac Fotu. DJ Newbill, 11 rebounds for Fotu, 5 assists for DJ Newbill. Kawamura, despite his struggles, had 10 points. Oliver had 10 rebounds, 3 assists for Kawamura. But bear in mind, Kawamura was 4 of 17 from the floor. So that's putting up a lot of shots to get those 10 points. So 5 consecutive wins for Utsunomiya, and second in the East, second loss in a row. Meanwhile, for Yokohama, they are 5th in the Central, and they need to turn that around if they're going to be thinking about getting into the playoffs. So the schedule for the upcoming games, remember these two teams are going to do it again tomorrow, 2:05 p.m. You see a third there on the left, and also all the other action. So full slate of games. There's the Corsair mascot. He'll be here tomorrow as well. It'll be great to see him. So one final time, it was quite the performance today for Utsunomiya BREX. They won it 86-53 here in Yokohama over the B-CORSAIRS. Thanks for watching, everybody.